Coming in right off the bat and responding to Andrew Hiller's video from today, I've got the no rep shirt on as a sign of respect. Got that from Vindicate today. When you sign up for HillerFit, the program, you get 30 days and you get a t-shirt. So if you're getting a t-shirt, why wouldn't you? Or if you're getting the HillerFit program, why wouldn't you? I think we have a premise in this whole argument that's wrong. So many people are talking about whether or not James Sprague is truly the fittest on earth. Here's what I've got. It's never the fittest man on earth. You cannot do a test once a year that determines the fittest man on earth. Every single year, somebody will be able to break down where it's skewed heavy, where it's skewed light, where it's skewed tall, where it's skewed short. And that's the problem. Every single year, whether a little bit or a lot, it's not a perfect test. You could never do a test for one weekend that determines who's truly the fittest on earth. Now, that doesn't mean I disagree with CrossFit, that whoever is the best at CrossFit is the fittest on earth. In that sense, I'm a purist because I do believe that. But my argument is this: every single year, we have people who are injured, we have people who are out, and this year is no different. It was just to a greater extent. There were mental extenuating circumstances that affected people. And yes, we had 2 tests missing from the tests that we had planned ahead of time to determine who the fittest on earth is. Now, we're working under the assumption that those tests would actually determine the actual fittest man on earth in order to say that if we take 2 away, it's now not the fittest man on earth. Here's the problem with that. Even when you add the 2 workouts back in, most of us would already say it's still skewed. It's still skewed, and it would still be skewed towards Sprague whether he won it or not with the 2 other tests. So here's the thing. If you really want to know who the fittest on earth is, you can find that out by finding out who the best is at CrossFit. The problem is you can't do it in 1 year. You just can't. There's too many variables. It should really be the fittest on earth this year. And James was the fittest on earth this year. To find out who the fittest on earth is, you have to do tests over a period of time. It's the variation that we see year to year. Do we really think that those people didn't work as hard as they did the year before? No, it was the tests most of the time. Maybe sometimes they didn't work just as hard, but it was the testing that was the variable that changed it year after year. Do you know who the fittest on earth was? Really? Rich Froning was the fittest on earth, without a doubt, because he won the test over and over and over. Matt Frazier was the fittest on earth. He won the test over and over and over. It was clear as day, and Tia Toomey is the fittest on earth. Anybody other than that, including Medeiros, who won 2 years, is not the fittest on earth. They are the fittest on earth this year. So who's the fittest on earth right now? Well, it's not an obvious choice like Frazier or Froning. I think to know who the fittest on earth is, you'd have to take a deeper look at how people have performed over the years and factor in those extenuating circumstances. Tia Toomey in the women's division is the fittest on earth. Somebody in the men's is the fittest on earth. James Sprague is the fittest on earth this year. So in one sense, I agree with Hiller in that maybe you can't call James Sprague the fittest on earth. That is his title, because we've determined ahead of time that whoever does the test, no matter what the extenuating circumstances are, is the fittest on earth. That's the title. It's ceremonial. Who is the actual fittest on earth? Well, that takes a lot more digging. It didn't with Frazier, Froning, or Tia, but it does in this case. Maybe it is James Sprague. The future and time will tell. But he's not the fittest on earth either. And that's all.